Dade County schools will continue virtual learning tomorrow. The superintendent of schools says based on a COVID-19 survey, cases are increasing in both students and staff. He says the decision is based on the increase, but also the number of staff members who have to be in quarantine. He says they will continue to monitor data, but at this time it appears most students and staff can return on Friday to Dade County. Now, several other districts in our area did not have class today because too many teachers and staff were out sick. Our Meredith Aldis joins us with how Cleveland City Schools are trying to keep students in the classroom as much as possible during the surge. Meredith.
Cindy, well, these doors are locked today and the classrooms are empty today because there's not enough staff to serve those students. A representative for Cleveland City Schools tells me it's a decision made day by day to figure out if it's better to not have school one day to hopefully get more people in the classroom the next day.
Sometimes it's just at the point where we need to take a step back and see that a little bit of time might help us in the long run.
At least 95 Cleveland City, Tennessee schools employees had COVID-19 yesterday.
From cafeteria staff to classroom teachers to our bus drivers, it affects every part of our school system.
Kaiser says that number was the tipping point, and the district called off school for Wednesday. Each day students and staff have off, a stockpiled day is used. Cleveland City Schools has 4 days left for the school year. If they're all used up, days will have to be made up.
We're going to cross our fingers and say we can get through this surge.
Kaiser says they're trying to do everything they can to continue in-person instruction. He says it's been an all-hands-on-deck approach.
We've had one school where both the principal and the assistant principal were teaching in the classroom for that day to help us make it through that day. We've had folks from the central office who've gone over and helped with duties at different points of times in the schools.
He says they won't stop doing what they need to do to try to make it work, but they do need the community's help.
One of the things that we can do to really relieve the stress off of our teachers is to have reliable substitutes.
Other school districts are struggling with the staffing shortage, too. The Hamilton County School Board discussed the topic at the agenda session last night.
We have a situation of classes having to be brought together because they don't have a substitute for a teacher.
He says optimal learning isn't happening. Superintendent Justin Robertson proposed paying teachers more to take on more work. He says it's not a permanent solution, but a way to compensate them for dealing with the current staffing shortage. Nearly 10 school districts in the Tennessee Valley have had to close this week due to COVID-19. Reporting live in Bradley County, Meredith Aldis, Local 3 News.